In this video, I've come all the way to New York City to take on this town's legendary hot dog lineup. From cheap street dogs that have been around for decades, we have something I've never even heard of. This is what he's calling cooked onions, to a wondrous wiener that broke the Guinness World Record for most expensive hot dogs. So you have a butcher who makes custom sausages and hot dogs for you.
Yes, we do.
I gotta get a guy like that. All that and everything in between, including some unexpected ingredients. Duck and wieners, they go together real nice. From super cheap to insanely expensive, it is time to gobble down some glizzies. Let's move. We have come to our first hot dog location. Behind me, a cart serving a hot dog that costs only $5. But more remarkable than the price is the actual location of this hot dog cart. Take a look over there. That's a little place known as the Met, short for the Metropolitan Art Museum. So this is some prime real estate, especially for a cart selling $5 hot dogs. In a moment, I'm gonna be trying a classic New York City street dog. And we're gonna learn the story of how this cart came to be. But first, let's speak to the hot dog cart owner.
The hot dog king. The hot dog king.
New York Hot Dog King.
Dan Rossi.
Dan Rossi.
Dan Rossi.
Thank you.
Dan, New York Hot Dog King, put her there.
Glad to meet you.
The hot dog. Some people call it a glizzy. How do you feel about that? No.
A hot dog's a hot dog. There's no other name.
Okay, we'd like to stick with the classics. I agree. When it comes to classics, you are a classic to this city, and your story is legendary.
Dan started his hot dog cart business 20 years ago. Even from the start, things were never easy for him. City permits, regulation changes, illegal competition, you name it. But despite all odds, Dan's been standing his ground right here in front of the Met for 20 years, preserving the true taste of a New York City hot dog.
One of the reasons we're here today is because this is a very affordable hot dog you're selling here. It's $5. You're in a great location here. You're in front of the Met, a ton of foot traffic. Why not charge $8 or $9?
Well, to me, I'm old school. Something is worth a certain amount. We just raised the price to $5 recently. And every single item that we use, the price has gone up. So we had to raise our price.
What's the difference between a New York hot dog and a hot dog that you'll find anywhere else in the country?
Most places where you go when they cook a hot dog, they boil them in water. That's probably the most terrible way to make a hot dog, because you put it in the water and it draws out all the flavor. So what you do is you put them on a nice flat grill. It's going to taste better.
In different cities around the U.S., different hot dogs have toppings that are special or unique to that city. Tell me about the classic New York topping for a hot dog here.
A New York hot dog would be a spicy mustard with some sauerkraut and with some cooked onions. Doesn't get better.
All right, we are in the hot dog cart right now with Dan. Dan, take it away.
You got it.
All right, so right here, you've got like dozens of hot dogs on the grill. Has the recipe changed in 20 years? The type of dogs are you using? Is this all beef?
We always use all beef. So we went through every brand of hot dog that we could get locally. When we hit onto the brand we have now, people came back and said, this is a good hot dog.
Boom, right here. You grab a bun. They're already cooked. It's already warm. He reheats it a little bit more. He hits it with a little bit of mustard.
And we'll come over here.
What do we got here?
Sauerkraut.
Oh, nice.
And then cooked onions. What it is onions and tomato sauce. But that tomato really gives it a good taste. And this is how we make a New York style hot dog.
What you're seeing here is not just a hot dog, but a story of resilience, dog. A story of not backing down even when the odds are against you.
When I first came here, I knew this would draw a lot of trouble. And as soon as I put the cart down, enforcement came. And I knew I was 100% legal. I know the law. The only ones that are supposed to be around the Met are disabled veterans, and we're the only vets.
If you were legal, why do you think the local authorities were bullying you so much?
They were preventing the vets from coming. They were leasing out the location to non-vets. So the city was making money off of our location.
With time comes new challenges. New illegal or non-vetted businesses started setting up food carts near the Met, slowly driving Dan out of business.
If you came here, you look at all these carts, you're saying, oh, you got people selling all different things. That's not what you see. It's one or two guys are controlling all the carts around all the parks. So we're not talking about a little guy who's trying to make a living. That's not there. We're talking about organized illegal activity.
And the worst part, the city couldn't care less.
I've had the police tell me they'd rather get rid of me than them.
Yikes.
It's that simple. I sleep in the van every night just so I can hold this location. I've been doing that for 12 years, 13 years now.
For Dan, there is no happy ending. Not yet, but still he keeps going every day. His reward? The smile of his customers after sinking their teeth into his classic dog.
All right, folks, we have our first and certainly not our last hot dog of the day. Some ingredients I've never seen before. Spicy mustard, yes. Sauerkraut, yes. A nice Germanic influence. Those are my ancestors. High five to their corpses. I mean, spirits. But then we have something I've never even heard of. This is what he's calling cooked onions. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, delicioso. The dog itself, very flavorful. Dan has like dozens of hot dogs piled up on the flat top. When you order one, he rotates it around, he gets that skin crispy, and he throws it between two buns. And there's nothing better than a wiener between two buns. Just don't forget the condom mints. Clever. The dog itself, it's greasy. The mustard cuts through the heaviness. You've got that sauerkraut adding a nice sour note. And then this cooked onion with tomato sauce, so that adds a little bit of acid too. That's nice. And I'm not just saying that's nice because Dan is a war vet and he's standing right there watching me. So that is our most affordable hot dog of the day. It's quite a story and it's quite a dog. But from here, we're gonna be trying a mid-level hot dog and a very expensive hot dog. A hot dog that once broke the Guinness Book of World Records for most expensive hot dog, coming in at over $100. But first, something that isn't that. Let's move. We have come to our second location for our second hot dog. This time, a hot dog that is very medium priced, coming in at around $50. Behind me is the restaurant in question, a place called Crave It. One distinct thing about this location is that it's a pizza restaurant and not a hot dog restaurant. Usually they're making very unique and unusual styles of pizza, but today they're gonna be making an Asianified hot dog. Have you ever heard of Peking duck? Well, inside, we're gonna see how they turn a Peking duck into an Asianified hot dog. Vishy, put her there.
What's up, my man?
The last time I was here, I was shooting a video about cheap versus expensive pizzas in New York City, and we came to your restaurant for the mid-price pizza, which was a very creative Big Mac pizza, and it was delicious.
Put my heart into that pizza. That tastes just like a Big Mac, and that's what we're known for doing.
So what I like about you and what I like about Crave It is that you approach pizzas differently, like this. What am I looking at right now?
So this is our world-famous Indian tikka masala pizza. This hits home for me because I come from India, Punjab. So I took the American twist and the Indian twist and an Italian twist and threw it right onto this pizza, and here we are.
So next we're gonna take that type of thinking and apply that to a hot dog. Tell me about the hot dogs we're gonna be trying today.
We're taking it to the next level. We're gonna do an Asian-style hot dog, and we're gonna do an Ecuadorian/Colombian-style hot dog, which is called a salchipapa. But we're gonna put a Crave It twist to it.
Boom! We are in the kitchen and our hot dog making is underway. Right here we have our signature ingredient for the first dog. What is this dog gonna be called?
The Quack Attack.
Quack Attack! Show me what you got there.
I got a fresh Peking duck. Crisp is amazing on this.
This looks like you just grabbed it from the window of a Chinese restaurant, yes?
Actually, I did, from our neighbors down the block from the Peking duck house.
How does this factor into the Quack Attack? Quack Attack!
So we already cut the duck up right here with our homemade bread made out of pizza dough, because we have to keep a pizza tradition in it.
Amazing. Let's get into it. Right here we have Oscar. Oscar, take it away. Step one, Oscar grabs a couple of all beef dogs, a little bit of water, and he throws that on the flat top. Step two, he hits that Peking duck with a little bit of hoisin sauce. Then the duck is added to the flat top. Already we have a pile of protein here. It looks amazing. Next up we have our hot dog bun right here. Open it up. Oh, plenty of real estate for these fillings. First he puts in pickled cucumber slices. He puts in one dog, he puts in a second dog. Next, the duck. Oh my God, this thing is absolutely slammed full of meat. From here, Oscar has the chili crisp. Be careful, Oscar, be careful. That ain't ketchup. Take it easy. No more, no more. No mas, no mas. Now it's time for the pickled scallions, adding a punch of color. And that is the final step. In the end, this here is known as the Quack Attack. Let's go give it a try.
Whether it's hot dogs or taxi rides, it feels like New York hits you with 100 tiny transactions a day. Then dealing with multiple apps or slow banks just adds to the chaos. But finally, I've found the one thing that keeps my life running smoothly.
I use Revolut. It's a financial app that lets you manage your money whether you're in the USA or traveling. And just a quick heads up, new users can get $20 when they sign up using my link. Because honestly, before Revolut, handling money was the worst part of traveling. Cards randomly declining, fees you didn't agree to, and apps that worked perfectly right up until you crossed the border. Now I use one digital account to spend, save, and send money. You add the funds in minutes, and from there, it just works. No branches, no paperwork. You can open an account for $0. What I use most is the global side. You can hold, exchange, and spend over 25 currencies, send money to more than 140 countries, and see everything in real time instead of guessing. If you need cash, there are in-network ATMs around the world with no withdrawal fees. And if you're legally in the USA but don't have an SSN or ITIN, you can still open an account with a government-issued ID and a valid US visa. You can spend right away with a prepaid debit card, and there's no monthly fee on the standard plan. You also get control built in. You can track spending, freeze cards quickly, create virtual and disposable cards, and access 24/7 in-app support. Try one of their 3 US plans: standard, premium, and metal, with paid plans including perks like emergency medical travel insurance and discounted airport lounge passes. And just to repeat, new users get $20 when they sign up using my link. So if you move, travel, live across borders, or just want a better way to manage your money, the link is in the description and the pinned comment. Now, back to the show. I mean, where do you even start with something like this? First of all, it's a monstrosity. Second of all, this is like a pound and a half of actual food. Oh, wow. That was a mouthful of meat.
That's what she said.
First of all, the beef franks, delicious. Big, juicy, beefy. The duck itself, super juicy, super flavorful. Oh my lord. Ooh, chili crisp. Chili crisp is not supposed to get all over your face. This is a lot. It's remarkable because it tastes so Asian-y. It's just like, I have the most all-encompassing generic taste of Asia in my mouth. Sorry, I had a quack attack. One thing that's unique about this hot dog is this bun right here. It is made from that pizza dough, and it kind of feels like a stromboli, the way it wraps everything inside. Let's talk about the price. This is coming in at $40. It's not cheap, but also New York City isn't cheap either. Beyond that, there were 2 jumbo dogs inside. 2 of those together, $18, add some duck, add a gigantic bun. I mean, you can see how we get there. For me, I think this is the perfect hot dog for a first date. You can both start on either end, and at the middle, you can lock lips. So this is the first of 2 ethnic hot dogs from around the world. We're starting with China, and next we're gonna be ending with Peru. How did you come up with these recipes?
Basically, with everything that I do here, I like to dive deep into the culture. So I don't like to just do the basics. I read about it, I study it, and then I like to put my own twist to it so we can be different, which is what we're known for.
Boom, we are back in the kitchen for our second hot dog. It is a hot dog inspired by Peru. There is a food there known as salchi papa. Now, salchi means sausage, and papa, well, it doesn't mean big papa, it means potato. Still nice though.
Let's start with the potato element, sliced thin and deep fried. Right next to it, 2 humongous Ecuadorian sausage. Also head to the fryer. Next, the same bread vessel is spread open and ready to receive some serious meat.
Right here, we're bringing up the price with some Iberico ham from Spain. Ooh.
Then a double dose of sausages.
Oscar grabs the dog and he sets it on top of the Iberico ham. Oh my gosh.
And finally, that salchi papa sauce.
Oscar, what is in here?
Tomato sauce, sausage, onions.
Now we're heading back to the fryer. Those French fries are coming out and going back in. Not crunchy enough. Oh, but now they are. Hits it with a little bit of salt and he puts them on top of the dog. The last step, he's putting on some cilantro mayo. He hits it with some scallions, and that is how you make the salchi papa dog. Boom! Our second hot dog is right here. This, I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna get this even near my mouth. So this hot dog right here is an absolute unit. It's literally the size of my newborn daughter, except for it doesn't have an umbilical cord, thank God. So I wanna start by tasting some of the ingredients right here. We have French fries, and we have that green sauce on top. Oh yeah. As my Cuban friend Oro would say, it's very crunchy. Beyond that, the mayo, super creamy and full of that cilantro kick, delicious. But then there's this. This looks like in a cartoon when the end of a rifle blows up. What happened here? Let's give it a shot. This time the meat itself, it tastes less like a hot dog and more like a sausage. This is so big, it's going everywhere but my mouth. Right now I'm working my way deeper into the hot dog. This is like a journey. This is like the Lord of the Rings hot dog version. It's the hero's journey of wieners. Right here you see falling out right now some of that Iberico ham. I want to match that with some of that sausage. Elegant, opulent, luxurious. That ham, it's cured, it's salty. The wiener still tastes like it did a second ago. But beyond that, we have the salchi papa sauce. So much flavor, so much confusion in one hot dog. It's just like listening to ranchero music. It's all over the place. While I take a moment to digest, let's talk about the price. This right here costs $50. Now, there's a reason it costs $50. Again, double sausage. Not only is that better for the hot dog, but it's also a category for something. Beyond that, we have the expensive Iberico ham imported from Spain, and that's kind of all the expensive stuff, to be honest. Beyond the ingredients, it's also about cooking technique. You see, Oscar himself, he flew in from Mexico just to make this. As far as I understand. Is that correct?
He lives here. He's
So when you start adding all that together, it's easy to see how we get to $50. So these are our two mid-price hot dogs, but from here we have a top-tier, elevated, fine dining wiener. Not only is it luxurious, but it broke a Guinness Book of World Records for being the most expensive hot dog in the world. How did they do it? Let's head there next to find out. All of today's hot doggery has led us here to today's most expensive hot dog location, Serendipity 3 Restaurant and General Store.
This establishment is an homage to New York's rich history. Opened in 1954, it's well known for its whimsical decor, celebrity sightings, expensive desserts, and their long list of record-breaking foods.
This hot dog is not just a hot dog. In fact, this hot dog broke the Guinness Book of World Records for most expensive hot dog in 2010. The price for the world's most expensive hot dog in 2010, $69. Nice. But here's the thing, time has passed and inflation has grown. So now that same hot dog costs well over $100. How much does it cost exactly, and what are they doing to make it worth that much money? Let's go inside to find out. Joe? Put her there.
Hey.
One of the things that set you apart from other restaurants is the attempt at so many different Guinness records. Now, we're going to be talking about the hot dog record soon, but can you talk about this idea of pursuing these different records and tell me which records you've broken?
We started in 1998 with making the world's largest wedding cake, a 10-foot tall cake that weighed 2,000 pounds.
Since then, Joe and Serendipity have set even more world records. Most expensive sandwich, most expensive burger, and most expensive fries, too.
One of our most popular is our Golden Opulence Sundae, the $1,000 sundae.
So then let's get into the hot dog. What is the process that you underwent? How did you come up with the recipe?
They start as an idea in my head, and then there's a lot of trial and error because it's so easy to take expensive stuff, put it together, and call it the most expensive. But for me, it has to be beautiful. There has to be nuances of flavor that you won't get in a standard hot dog. So that's what you're getting with this hot dog. I call it the hot dog on steroids.
Boom, I'm in the kitchen with Joe. Let's follow the journey of this expensive hot dog. Joe, you ready?
I'm ready, come on, let's go.
Wait, but all the hot dog stuff is over there. All right, so we are going through to this side.
So we're gonna take this beautiful Kobe beef dog, put it here on the grill, and we're gonna cook this baby in black truffle oil.
This is a first for me, a Kobe beef hot dog. I've never even heard of it.
This is custom made for us.
So you have a butcher who makes custom sausages and hot dogs for you.
Yes, we do.
I gotta get a guy like that.
So while we're waiting for that to cook, we're gonna grab our truffle butter and our German pretzel bun. This we have encrusted with Maldon sea salt. Maldon salt, to me, has this incredible crackle and a beautiful flavor to it that isn't like so hard like standard salt. So we're gonna slather this butter on here. This is grass-fed butter infused with black truffles.
Lots of traces of truffle.
So we're gonna just put this guy on here and let it toast a little bit.
For Guinness, you came up with the price point of $69. Hilarious. Do you have to justify the price or just get somebody to buy it? I mean, why not just say it's $1,000?
We try to make it realistic and we try to give value on these. Like even with the Golden Opulence, guests get to take home a $325 Baccarat crystal goblet as a keepsake. And with the hot dog too, all the ingredients are specifically curated to be perfect in that dish. All right, this guy is perfect. Here you can see the butter is super rich and creamy in there.
The skin is looking amazing.
Yeah, I like to get it nice and super crisp so you get that snap, you get the juiciness of the dog, you'll get the creaminess of the truffle butter, and then wait till you see what we put on top of this sucker.
Ooh, good hook. Nice teaser. Let's see. And now the wiener is just gonna slip right between those buns.
Now we're gonna go over to this side and finish plating it. We're gonna take our medallions of duck foie gras. There is duck liver, and we have some truffles in here as well.
Oh, wow.
And then, of course, we have our house-made Dijon mustard with black truffle. We're gonna take our house-made heirloom tomato ketchup. Here, we're just finding a little flour to make it look pretty. And then we're gonna take our Vidalia onions cooked in white truffle oil. We are gonna take our 23-carat edible gold.
Ooh, time to make it pretty.
And this is how you make the Serendipity Guinness World Record oat dog. Now it's 110.
All right, folks, right here we have the most expensive hot dog of the day. It looks completely different from any hot dog we've had so far today. This is something I would call very truffle forward. The butter, truffle. Olive oil, truffle. The mustard, truffle. It's gonna truffle my socks off. But before this, a Diet Coke. Truffle. Now it is $112. Now, my favorite part of this is there's not one part of this hot dog experience that's not been elevated. From the salt on the bun, to the bun itself, to the dog. A Kobe beef dog right here. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Oh, hey. Hello. Good morning. Let's go for it. There's a lot going on there. First of all, this hot dog, very rich. The actual wiener itself was bathing in delicious truffle-infused olive oil. Beyond that, foie gras. This thing is loaded with heavy ingredients, but that's a good bun. My favorite part so far is I'm taking bites on this side, and it's literally leaking juices and oils over here. I've never eaten a hot dog before that needs a catheter. That's a medical joke for all my Filipino nurses out there. Considering this is a bit heavy, I think we should add some of these condiments. First of all, these onions. And right here we have the mustard. Finally, a little bit of their in-house heirloom ketchup to sweeten it up. Oh, right here we have the perfect bite. That Kobe beef sausage, ketchup, mustard, onion. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. What am I eating? This is an amazing experience. What's interesting about eating this is you're eating kind of a piece of history. What's amazing to me is that at only $69, it broke the world record. I mean, last time I was in New York, I ate a pizza that cost $2,000. I'm amazing the record by now isn't thousands of dollars. I think now, if you're gonna try to break the record again, you would have to pull out all the stops. It would have to be something completely ridiculous. And that's what I appreciate about this, is it's not ridiculous, it's still food. But even though I like it, that doesn't mean it's gonna win today's video. Next, I'm gonna go outside and tell you which of these 3 hot dogs from today gave me the most bang for my buck. In this video, I tried hot dogs in New York City at 3 different levels. Very cheap, very mid-priced, and very expensive. But I can only choose one that gave me the most bang for my buck, and that one is the QUACK Attack! I know, I'm surprised too. Now listen, there was something to enjoy about all the hot dogs I put in my mouth today. Dan showed me the classic side of New York City with his $5 dog. And Serendipity 3 captured how luxurious a hot dog can really be. But if I had to choose one, my God, that QUACK Attack was delicious. It's the perfect combination of hot dog and also Asian food. Duck and wieners, they go together real nice.